Hello, my name is Zach Buchanan, and today I'll be talking to you about some of the presentation anxiety that I face, either an online presentation or giving an in-person speech. Um, one of the earlier memories that I have are from a couple of years ago when I was studying at the University of Utah. I knew I had to give a speech on a Friday, and Tuesday came around and I was just irritable. So when we talk about the fight, flight, or freeze kind of response, I definitely go into the fight phase when I know I have to give a speech. It's just my natural body reaction to I don't like giving speeches at all, and I don't like kind of having a bunch of eyes on me and a bunch of attention on me. So one specific example I can remember was my roommate at the time, who just happened to be my twin brother. He was getting the full blunt force of my irritedness, I guess you could say, of wanting and not wanting to give a speech. So I was just no fun to be around at all. And he let me know that, so I kind of had to dial it back. But as far as when I give a speech, in person or online, my natural body reaction is to freeze. So I kind of get monotone, hands get real clammy, and I don't really look around the room. I just kind of look in one spot and try my best to focus on the material and just give my speech and get it over with. One thing I also can remember at that same speech at University of Utah was when I was giving it, my hands got real clammy and I just kind of stood in one spot. Did not move around at all, didn't look around the room at all. And that was kind of the one thing my teacher, my professor at the time told me when I finished it was like, you got to move around, you got to kind of own the space and know your audience. So one thing I kind of do to combat those feelings that I have is practice a lot. That's one thing I'm trying to get better at is just practice, practice, practice. I know practice makes perfect, and the more I practice the speech, the more I get comfortable with the material, and the better I feel just talking about it. The other thing I try and do is kind of make it a conversation with the people I'm talking to. That's a big thing I kind of take anywhere, not just in speeches or talks, but just kind of having that feel like it's a one-on-one talk and just feel like you've known them forever. It's a lot easier to talk about new material or old material when you feel like you're talking to someone you've known for a long time. The other thing I try and do is definitely own the space, as I said. In the past, I just kind of stand still, but now I try and move around, keep my eyes moving around the room, kind of keep everyone involved. The other thing I use is visual aids. That's just in case, like if I do freeze up at all, I can kind of go to them, show the audience what I'm talking about, and then kind of refocus myself inside and kind of find my voice again. That's just a few things that I try and do, and still working on it, still trying to get better, but the only way to get better is practice. So thank you.